And joining us on NDTV exclusively this evening is the Minister in charge of the micro, medium and small industries as well as road transport, Mr. Nitin Gadkari. Mr. Gadkari, thank you very much for joining us this evening, sir. Can I first ask you that, it is the MSME sector which has been the hardest hit by this lockdown and will continue to be the hardest hit. So how much of a boost do you think this package will give the industry as a whole, particularly the MSMEs?
Actually, MSME was facing crucial problems because of coronavirus. And at the same time, the economic situation of MSME was not good. And in this field, particularly in this time, the way in which the Prime Minister declared this package to MSME, it is given to a great relief. It is a booster dose to economy of MSME, and it is really very, very useful for definitely going to develop the MSME for the future. Not only we will win the war against Corona, but at the same time we will win the economic war and to make India a super economic power. And this is really a great thing for MSME, and really it's a great benefit, and it's more than expectation. The Prime Minister has taken this decision.
Mr. Gadkari, how much of this money is actually going to be spent by the government from its own pocket? How much of it is actually the cash out from the government side?
I feel that the Reserve Bank is from government. Banking system is also related with the government. So we should not analyze in the way that how much amount is coming from the government. You know that government funds, there are a lot of restrictions. But now I am giving you an example. The liquidity in the market was very important. For MSME, the 45 lakh MSMEs are going to benefit. The loan up to 25 crore, the turnover up to 100 crore, additional 20% loan now bank will give to MSME without collateral. Now suppose if they increase anything, they need collateral. Now for this 20% increase, there is no need of any collateral security. So that is approximately 3 lakh crore going to MSME, and 45 lakh MSME will be benefited, and that is the most important effect of this decision is to create liquidity, and that is going to resolve the problem of MSME by they will make more turnover. They can protect the salaries of their laborers and the other stakeholders. They will pay the taxes, and definitely this is going to accelerate our economy. So this 3 lakh crore into the economy is going to give a good boost, and that is this loan is going to from the bank towards MSME, and this is banks are also without guarantee, collateral guarantee. The government need to give the guarantee for that. So that is this right. Is the money, though it is from the bank, but I can be really thankful to Prime Minister and Finance Minister because of government intervention and taking guarantee for that. That is the reason that bank is giving this 20% more capital to MSMEs.
So one of the big demands of the MSMEs was also that they wanted the government to be able to pay wages to their employees for the next few months, like the way the UK has done for the next 3-4 months or so. So that is not happening as per this package.
No, already you just understand the way in which the benefit given by the Prime Minister, EPF support extended up to August 2020 salary months, and the ER's to 2,500 crore benefit for business and workers to provide liquidity relief, estimated 3.67 units and 72.2 lakh employees to benefit. ये फायदा मिलेगा. EPF contribution reduced to 10% for 3 months. That is going to saving for MSME एक प्रकार से. और support of rupees 6,759 crore to benefit 6.5 lakh establishments covered under EPFO and 4.3 employees of such organizations with additional funds at hand. So indirectly ये तो benefit है. It is going to them. So my suggestion is either we take it, giving it to the straight into the salary, or giving by some other way. It is one and the same thing, and that is really a great benefit for the laborers, for the industry, for both. And that is going to, that is saving to the MSME also.
The other demand that they had was a waiver on the interest that they are charged. So is there anything more on that you can tell us about?
Which related with the interest?
Yeah.
No, presently that is not here in the package.
Is that something that you think can be looked at later?
I feel that whatever the benefits now, when anything you have to start and you are not in position because of the working capital, no availability of the loan. So I feel that now this going to accelerate this, and that is going to helpful for at least for next 6 month year. They can make their turnover, they can start their production, they can give salary, they can even that the relief which is given by the government for all dues, which they are legal dues they are supposed to deposit it, from all these things, whatever the benefit they are getting, it going to create more liquidity for them, and that liquidity is going to resolve their problem to get more turnover, more profit, and that is going to give a secured stage, secure position for MSME. That is very important. One thing I am telling you frankly, you cannot run MSME on the basis of government help only. Actually, they have to survival in the market. They have to reduce the logistic cost, power cost, labor cost, production cost. They need to have a good quality without compromise of quality with quality into the market. A good quality with a reasonable cost, they have to make more turnover. We are expecting from them to export, and it is only possible by getting the liquidity. And today the liquidity is the main problem. And so liquidity which is going in the hands of MSME, it is going to resolve the problem. That is very important.
The other important announcement made by the Finance Minister, Mr. Gadkari, also was to encourage MSMEs, to take government contracts up to 200 crores. How important is that going to be, particularly with this new slogan of self-reliance that the Prime Minister is pushing?
Actually 200 crore, up to 200 crore, there will be no global tender. The problem is that when the global tender is there, the competition is there, and the global player also, they can take part into it. But now this will, the advantage up to 200 crore tender, it will only go to MSME in India, for our country, and that is to be a benefit for the industry, which is really giving a good boost to MSME to get good business, and that is very important.
Mr. Gadkari, the big challenge, though, that the MSME sector will also face now is getting their workers to come back to work. And we are seeing, even now as we speak, many migrants in the lakhs are going back home. They want to go back home. We don't know how they're going, when they're going to come back. So is that a concern you have? How are you going to get these workers to come back and start working again in these industries?
Broadly speaking, the developed state, particularly like Maharashtra, Gujarat, Karnataka, Punjab, Haryana, the maximum workers coming from the backward states, those who are socially, economically, educationally backward, they are not coming with their wish. It is their limitation. They have to come because they don't have any employment there. And that is the reason they come here. But because of fear, a lot of workers are migrated. But when we start all the business, all the MSME and industry, trade and business, at the same time, they will immediately come. I am giving you an example of National Highway. Already 80% work we have started. Already the workers are there. And now I feel that this is a time to convince the worker, all the stakeholders, not only workers, but even the industry and everybody, that we need to create positivity and self-confidence in the mind of the people. And because of the fear, the migration is there. So now we have to take all this worker to back. And I feel that by natural process this will happen, and it will take some time, but people will come back and we will start the work. And presently already some of the industry have already started their work, and there are workers who are there who are already cooperating. But some of the workers and the large number which they are going back to their state, after this regularize the thing and start the industry and all the work, they will come back.
So you're hopeful that it's, as you said, a natural process. But can I ask how you will remove this fear from their minds? Because many of them, we are seeing the horrible pictures of how so many of them are walking home. Many, haven't been given wages, by their employer. So they're very scarred by what has happened to them. So how will you be able to, convince them of looking ahead positively? That's going to be a challenge.
This is the most important challenge. Your point is very important. To create positivity, to create self-confidence is very important. And because of this, all this thing now, there is a fear in the mind of the people. So that is the reason that now we need to understand art of living with Corona. And that art of living is very important. Now this is the virus is not a natural virus. it is artificial virus. And now the many countries in the whole world, they are making research on it for vaccine. The vaccine is not available. It is expected that as early as possible then the vaccine will be available, then there will be no problem. Second thing, detection methodology. There we need some good methodology for that. Immediately we can identify. But now that is we have to develop because it is unexpected, because this is a virus from laboratory. This is not natural virus. So probably now the world is prepared, India is prepared, scientists are prepared, the system is prepared, by which after getting the solution for that, we can create the positive confidence. By taking the vaccine, there will be no problem. So I feel that as early as possible, we will get the alternative solutions for all these things, and that will resolve the problem.
Mr. Gadkari, you are always known to speak your mind and to speak candidly. So can I ask you, as a senior minister, as a veteran politician, do you think that the migrant crisis could have been handled better, the way the migrants were dealt with, that when the lockdown was announced, maybe more time could have been given to them to prepare, or that the trains which were then organized a month later could have been organized right in the beginning so that they didn't face the kind of chaos that they did?
Actually, first time this is an unexpected, no one was expected all these things. Because this is the first time the whole world is facing the problem. You check the situation in USA, France, Germany, Italy, then UK. The way in which they are facing the problem, compare with them, India is now in a safer position. So I feel that it is unexpected, and even it is the first time the country, the government is facing this type of problem. So I don't feel that. We have to check the things, we have to take the decisions relative to the sentiments of the people, and on that line, whatever the best possible for the government has taken the decision.
Mr. Gadkari, another important point is also about, when you get industries working again, and MSMEs in particular, are you going to have to place a lot of strict guidelines on how these factories can start working? How will you enforce social distancing, ensure that people don't infect each other, etc.? That's again going to be a blueprint that would be challenging.
Actually, this is a challenge. What exactly which I want to tell you, that we need to understand art of living with coronavirus. And for that reason, the three important things are very important. Using of mask mandatory. Second thing, maintain a distance between two persons more than 1 meter. And third thing is, every time entering into the office or residence, you have to wash your hands by sanitizer. And particularly when you are taking this labor from city area to factory area, when you are using any transport bus for that, we need to have only 25 people to maintain 1 meter distance. At the same time, in industry, it is the moral responsibility of the industry owner to take the food and shelter responsibility of all this labor. But this is the time from media to industry, from all the people, all the stakeholders to understand the art of living with coronavirus. Unfortunately, this is a big challenge, and this is very important. Otherwise, if it is going to be spread more coronavirus, it is going to create chaos for the country. So at the same time, one side we have to regularize the thing, and other side we have to take the preventive measures, the guidelines given by the state government and central government. On the basis of that, we have to work.
You said a very important thing just now. You said that people would have to travel in buses, not more than 25 people, and maintaining a distance. So can I ask you, Mr. Gadkari, that you had made a comment some days ago that it was also time now to begin public transport on highways that would also instill confidence among people. So are we a step closer to doing that now that at least some trains have also started?
Actually, this is not a decision under my ministry. But I am very positive, and I am expecting that already government has taken some decisions, starting some railway point to point. There are now some special buses state government has now giving to migrant labor. So we are resolving the issue. By this process, definitely due course of time, as early as possible, everything will be normalized. This is my expectation. And now I am just giving you an example. Today, I received a memorandum from the hair cutting salon and beauty parlors. 1 crore people are working with it. Now they are already all are closed. Now there is a need, they don't have any employment. So I request to Honorable Home Minister, by specifying the guidelines, it is time we need to start the hair beauty parlor, hair cutting salon, because it is really a problem for their employment. They are poor people. So somewhere from starting from mall to railway, airport to state transport, by accepting the guidelines and the principles of for state government and central government, we need to start the experiment and we need to start all this routine work. But it will take some time, and we need to obey the orders. Otherwise, it will going to create huge chaos. So we have to take preventive measures for that.
So in
that
a
is
way,
very important.
what you're saying, Mr. Gadkari, is what the Prime Minister hinted at, that, as you said, the art of living with the virus, that we have to take precautions, but we need to get back to normal as quickly as we can. And that, as you are clearly suggesting, is imperative for the economy to get back on its feet.
100% we need to fight with coronavirus. At the same time, we are fighting economic war. And we are a poor country. And it is really a big problem for the poor people to survive. So at the same time, we cannot increase the time period for lockdown going to month. We cannot bear that. That is the problem. So somewhere we need to understand that we need to regularize our everything with taking the preventive measures, the guidelines which are issued by the state government and central government. On the basis of that, we have to survive. And that's the reason that I am arguing you that it is the time for the country and all the people to understand art of living with coronavirus. That is the most important thing for all of us to obey.
All right, Mr. Gadkari. Well, we hope that your optimism is something that will continue, and good luck to you in the long road ahead. Thanks very much for joining us on NDTV this evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Namaskar.